station of His Grace Gaurachandra Gopinath Prabhu, who will be sharing the nectar and pastime from Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita, walking us through the transcendental prayers of Srila Prabhupada in the ship of Jaladuta. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, over to you, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Krishna Punya Beba Punya Beba.
Well, your voice is breaking, Prabhuji. We can't hear you, Prabhuji.
Ye Punya Beba Radashi Ha Ye Bhagavata Sarva Punya Beba Siddhanta Saraswati Shakti Sutta Priyati Krishna Sevaya Sri Mahanta Guru Jare Maevoro Krishna Tava Beba Krishna Tava Punya Beba Tara Ichabala Vachete Antan Koi Jate Gorangirana Prithvi Aharadiya Samudra Nada Nadi Sakale Loitna Krishna Tava Punya Beba Krishna Tava Beba Jai Chaitanya Kripati Sa Dutta Jata Dukhi Jagate Sabai Sukhi Vaishnavi Rikta Purna Krishna Tava Punya Beba Krishna Tava Punya Beba Teker Kori Bhare Jari Dila More Yanagi Nadi Nagi Sai Tomara Kripa Magati Chanurpa Adinu Misabha Prilina Natava Punya Beba Krishna Punya Beba Tomara Se Shakti Le Guru Sandhya Tu Mile Vibana Kataka Jadi Ho Sei Seva Ile Tahale Tukire Taba Sange Bhajate Milo Krishna Tava Punya Beba Krishna Tava Punya Beba Tumi Murti Rasati Bulia Maya Lagi Kai Janma তোমায় আবার সেই টোকা পায়।
Prabhu, the voice is breaking a lot, Prabhu.
Krishna Tabanya maybe I can change the probably I'll look my video if that helps. I Aji se subhane tomara smarane bela baro asha dakilata tomara ताई कोरे बिना अन्य गति नाय कृष्ण का पुण्य है भाई, कृष्ण का पुण्य है भाई. So I will change the network, Prabhu. See if that helps. Is it better now, or do I need to change the network?
It's better, Prabhu.
Okay. So tomorrow we are going to see this stands last but one, I guess. तुम्हारा मिलने बायाबार से शोका पाई गोचरने गोरी दिन भोर काटा बाने छोटा छोटी बाने ही लोटा पोटी से ही दिन कबे हबे मोर. Oh dear friend, coming, I will experience great joy once again. In the early morning, I will wander about the covered pasture and fields, running and forelicking in the mini forest of Vraja. I will roll on the ground in spiritual ecstasy. Oh, when will that day be mine? Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्य मनोभूतं येन भूतले स्वयं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजादां सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय तले श्रीमदे भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिषे नमः. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्तांजा गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी
Prabhu, now again same things happen, Prabhu.
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे.
Hare Krishna, Gaurachandra Gopinath Prabhu, your
Your
voice keeps getting disconnected, Prabhuji, every now and then.
that's because we're not sufficiently permitted. So if you pray, then it will become all right.
Oh, okay.
Hare Krishna devotees, let's wait for a couple of minutes. I think probably will join back again.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I just logged off and logged in, but I think I don't know what else I can do, or I need to log in through mobile. So is it still problem?
Now it is okay, Prabhuji.
Okay. Um, so we were looking at this verse today. So before that, I seek all the Vaishnavas' blessing so that I'll be able to speak on Srila Prabhupada. And today, the verse, I was thinking what theme we can from this one. So, be friend. In your company, I will experience great joy once again. So one thing is came to my mind is who is Srila Prabhupada? What is his relationship with Krishna? Everyone has the Swarupa Shakti as we progress in Bhakti, Shraddha to Prema. Then at the Bhava stage or Prema stage, one's identity is revealed, one's relationship, one's Bhava with eternal relationship with Krishna is revealed. And Prabhupada are all pure Vaishnavas who come from Goloka Vrindavan to help us to deliver. Most of these acharyas who come from this spiritual deliverance, they're all Rasika Bhaktas or the Manjaris. We see Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari, Lapanga Manjari, Raghunath Das Goswami is Rati Manjari. So there's a lot of Manjaris who assist in the Shakis and who help in Radharani's service. And many of the acharyas who come down to preach, these are the states of asked and never gave a direct answer. He said, "Hey, now you not understand." I said, "Say that you will be sad." And Prabhupada, I don't know, directly told anywhere that he's Swarupa, but at least we can get some glimpse or idea about who is Srila Prabhupada. And today topic, I thought I will talk about what is that relationship or what is the importance of Srila Prabhupada and some evidences from other Shastric scriptures on the unique position of Srila Prabhupada as a Jagat Guru. It's not only for ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada is for the entire world as a Jagat Guru. There are many people self-proclaim that Jagat Guru. The definition of Jagat Guru, first of all, how it fits to Srila Prabhupada, and some evidences from different Shastras on the unique speciality of Srila Prabhupada is what I'm going to discuss. But I really don't know what is the Swarupa of Srila Prabhupada. But I know he's a Shakti Vesha avatar who has come in to deliver the fallen conditioned souls. But more than that, there are a lot of articles written by Srila Prabhupada disciples. You can search, check, but I don't have any authentic or I've never heard from Srila Prabhupada himself. So I wouldn't speculate, but at least we can go through some references from the scriptures, how other acharyas see as Srila Prabhupada. That's what today's topic we're going to discuss. Also, in this, you can see the mood of Srila Prabhupada. He calling Krishna as, "Oh, dear friend, in your company, I will experience great joy once again. In the early morning, I will wander about the cowherd pasture and fields, running and licking in the many forest of Praja." So this shows the Prabhupada mood. With that, I would support the references from various scripture about Srila Prabhupada. So the reference for today, is some of the talk by His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj. he has researched a lot of things on Srila Prabhupada and who is Prabhupada, like that. So I just taken some of the references from Maharaj. So I'm speaking purely on what Maharaj gave. It is not written anywhere on the Sikshamrita or anywhere on the other books, but this is purely Maharaj's research and the presentation he did in Mayapur. So that's the same thing, I'm reusing it here. So before going to Srila Prabhupada positions, we also need to understand um, why Srila Prabhupada is very, very important, especially the Guru. He is more important. See, anything without Guru's mercy, there is nothing can happen. So in Vedas, there is a story that one person, they're all in Gurukul. The Guru has said, okay, tomorrow we will have exam on the slokas, Bhakti Shastri Shloka memorization test. So please be ready. So all these kids were all getting ready, memorizing the shlokas. The next day come, but unfortunately some guest came and the Guru told, see, I'm little busy. Go to the tree, stand under the tree, you recite the shloka. And if you make any mistake, one leaf will fall from the tree. So you collect that much leaf, then that much mark I will deduct. So everything happened. There is one brilliant student first went, closed his eyes without any mistake. He did complete the chanting of the mantras. But when he opened his eyes, he saw his pile of leaves. Then he was confused. Then he took that pile of leaves and went to Guru. He said, Guru, I know I have done better, but there are a lot of leaves fell. I didn't make any mistake as far as my knowledge goes. Guru said, yeah, you are also a brilliant student. I've observed it in the class, but how come there's so much leaves? Then Guru thought about a while and he said, did you pray for me before you starting your session? He said, no. Oh, that's the reason. So without Guru, there is nothing is successful. Without praying to Guru, without worshipping Guru, there is nothing called success or anything, an achievement in the life. So Guru is very important. One time Srila Prabhupada was giving lecture and one Mataji got up and asked, Prabhupada, I have a question. Prabhupada said, go ahead. And the lady said, Prabhupada, you always talk about yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tajanti ante kalevaram tam tam ye vainti kaunteya sada sadbhava bhavitaha ante kale smaran. You always talk about whatever you think at the end of life, you will become that. And you've been quoting that shlokas very often. He said, yes, Prabhupada said, that's right. Whatever you think at the end, you will become like that. Then lady asked, Prabhupada, what if I'm not able to think about Krishna, but I can think of you? If I think of you, will I get the same destination? So this was a question posed. So then Prabhupada closed his eyes and thought for a while, and he opened his eyes and he said, yes. If you're not able to think of Krishna, but if you think of me, yes, you will still go to Goloka Vrindavan. So somebody might think, where is that? How Prabhupada is quoted this like that? So let me know if you're able to see Bhagavatam Shloka 9468, or should I read the screen? Prabhu, you are able to see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Sadhavo Hridayam Mahyam Sadhunam Hridayam Tvamam Matan Anyate Na Janati Naham Tebhyo Managapi. So in this purport, Krishna says, ninth canto, fourth chapter and 68. The pure is always within the core of my heart, Krishna is telling. Comes in the Ambarish Maharaj episode. The pure devotee is always within the core of my heart, and I'm always in the heart of the pure devotee. My devotees do not know anything else but me, and I do not know anyone else but them. So naturally, when Prabhupada said you can go back, the pure Vaishnava always thinks of Krishna in his heart. And whenever we remember Srila Prabhupada, you can never think of anything other than Krishna or Maya. You can't think about Maya. So always, whenever you see Srila Prabhupada, when you go to the Murti and the temple, we pay Vaishnava obeisance to Vaishnavas, then to the Acharya, then to Krishna. If there is Krishna and Guru is there, obeisance is to Guru, not to Govinda. Then we go to Govinda. So whenever we see Prabhupada, we read Lisa, or when we read his prachar, when his talk, conversation, anything you take, immediately it will connect to the Krishna. So there is one way, if you remember Srila Prabhupada, automatically you are forced to think about Krishna. So there is no other thing you can think about other than Srila Prabhupada when you think about it. So that way, one sense, yes, when the sadhu hridayam mahyam, sadhunam hridayam tvamaham. So I am always I would give Shilpa, then obviously Krishna is there in his heart. So it is same as that of remembering Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Mahavam at the end of Krishna, remembering Krishna. It's just the same that um so the importance of is that whenever we remember Srila Prabhupada and we remember all his contributions to the society. And at the age 70, one time His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj was giving lecture. Then you all know how much Prabhupada has sacrificed. Everybody said yes, yes. But he said no. It is very difficult to understand, realize. You might hear it, you might understand it, but in order to realize it, that can happen only at the age of 70. If people are at the age of 70, then they will really realize what Prabhupada contribution. Otherwise, we read, we understand the magnanimity, but in order to completely realize what Prabhupada has done at the age of 70, that's something we can experience only at the age of 70. Because that time we will know that, we can't even move out, the dependency on the family members, dependency on, changing the place. We can't even change the place. We need to be in the same comfort place. We need to sleep in the same place. The way we eat, we have to eat. The way we have to manage our tablets, the way we have to perform activities, everything will be fixed. Even slight deviation, it will be so much annoying, so much comfort. They can't just take it for a while, for some time. People want to go out, family wants to go out, your body will not cooperate. And you would realize that only at the age of 70 what Prabhupada has done. That's just because he was a master art. At least I can't realize direction my Guru Maharaj would have given in general, not in person, but still following that is a great struggle. Not following it properly with such sincerity, which I'm supposed to do, I'm not able to do. So when I realize that when I do take it seriously, my Guru Maharaj words, and when I try to perform devotion, then I would realize how much Prabhupada took it very seriously to do this kind of thing. So that way, Prabhupada has done amazing work. Before coming to the evidences of Srila Prabhupada, what kind of evidences, and so that Prabhupada is, I talked about 70 years. That somebody can correlate at high level. Somebody is in 40s, 30s, 20s. They can't completely comprehend what Prabhupada has done. As Maharaj said, when you become 70, you will realize, oh my God, this old age is such a difficult task. And Prabhupada just, gone ahead and, no money, no place, no Google, no phone, Prabhupada is this 10, 12 years, he's established 108 temples. Do you know how many times he would have used phone to talk to the devotees? Any guesses? How many times Prabhupada would have used the phone in the 12 years? Any guesses?
A few hundred times.
No, couple of times, 2 times or 3 times. Remaining everything in the letter, writing so much letter, and establishing another temple. Now we have WhatsApp, everything. One temple installation, it took us our energy. Yeah. Right. But Prabhupada did everything, manage everything through letters. Couple of times or 3 or 4 times should have, maximum 3 or 4 times would have spoken and over phone. That's it. Yeah. Say, you can't imagine, you can't comprehend what Prabhupada did at the age of 70 and establishing these temples, writing volumes of book, which I showed you last time. Sorry. The volumes of books what Prabhupada has written. This I showed you last time, couple of times back. If I have to, read Srimad Bhagavatam 1 verse per day, it takes about 49 years. And if I start today also, I wouldn't live to complete Bhagavatam. I'm sure. 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita, it takes one verses per day, take 2 years. Chaitanya Charitamrita, it takes another 31 years. If you reach one page per day, then it takes about 6 years. 7,000 letters he wrote to disciples. This is volume. This all Sikshamrita, which I talked about. So all these lectures or the letters what Srila Prabhupada wrote, this is in 5 volumes. I have the Sikshamrita 3 volumes. Sometimes I would refer to that, some of the information. So this, then he has given lectures on top of it, his purport on his interpretation or in his how practically can be applied. He has given so much volumes of lectures. It's all takes hundreds of years to comprehend what Srila Prabhupada has done in 10 years. It's unimaginable. How can a person can write something in 10 years, which I need to take about 100 years or more than that to understand. Even everything which Prabhupada written, I want to read all the letters. I just need to leave everything and sit only do that. Then it may be possible in this lifetime. Otherwise, it's not possible. So such a glorious person is what we're going to see. What are the evidences from the Shastras? And we're going to see that some of the explanation. So this is Vishvesha Tirtha is very much from our Udupi, Krishna Mat from Udupi. So this Acharya has praised Srila Prabhupada because the pure Vaishnavas knows the contribution, because they are also equally, Madhavacha Sampradaya also equally, Udupi, the Krishna Mat also doing the preaching work, right? So the Acharya would know. They're all pure Vaishnava, come in the Madhvacharya Parampara. Of all people, the devotees of the Supreme Lord is the greatest. And in order to become a devotee, one does not need to born in any specific type of class or caste or nation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, anybody can become a guru. So the same thing is repeating. The Acharya's words doesn't different. Maybe the words, what they use may different, but the meaning is same. Devotion to Krishna was limited only to India, but Swami Prabhupada took this devotion out of India and distributed it to anyone and everyone all over the world. That's why today we can see that people from all over the world are accepting devotional service and becoming devotee of Krishna. In this way, they are becoming the best of humans. So the greatest thing is Pashyatya Desha. Prabhupada went to the outside India and preached this holy name. So Acharya gives Vishwashatirtha Maharaj, he gives the example how the Ganga, famous purifying effect, this is brought by Bhagirata. So it was glorious because Ganga was flowing only in the heavenly planets. But the celestial planets down to the earthly planets brought by Bhagirata. Similarly, how the Bhagirata was celebrated. Similarly, Swami Prabhupada, like Bhagirata, brought the Bhakti Ganga down from above and flooded the whole world. In this way, Swami Prabhupada has done something which is much better than what Bhagirata had done. So he is going one step beyond. Bhagirata brought this Ganges here. That is not a great thing, but Srila Prabhupada has flooded this entire universe with Krishna Bhakti. He is greater than the Bhagirata. This is Acharya's word. Look at this glorification of this Acharya. Then something we will see from the Ramanuja Sampradaya. This, I don't know the name, but Maharaj said just name. In 1976, after reading one of Srila Prabhupada's books and witnessing the preaching some of his young disciples, this Acharya says, this Srila Prabhupada, this person is the summum bonum of all acharyas. He is the summum bonum of all acharyas. Like how 10th kind of Srimad Bhagavatam is summum bonum of the entire tattva. So there are so many acharyas in different cult, but he is the summum bonum of all acharyas, which means that he is Jagat Guru, actual Jagat Guru. It's not just by title somebody becomes Jagat Guru. Thus, it is the foremost duty of any sincere disciple and follower of Srila Prabhupada to emphasize the unique and distinct position and accomplishment of Srila Prabhupada as the Vishwa Acharya or the world Acharya or Jagat Guru. So we use for India nowadays politics, they use it Vishwa Guru. India is becoming the topmost country to advise other countries like that. They use this word, but Acharya, it's only fits to only Srila Prabhupada. So ISKCON also trying to many times establish the unique position of Srila Prabhupada so that can be established for the coming devotees who wants to come. And when Narayana Chaitanya Prabhu was giving his offering and disappearance day of Srila Prabhupada, he was emphasized how the younger generation need to be more connected to Srila Prabhupada. what can be done. So he pledged that, but Leelamrita can be distributed, many Leelamrita can be distributed. This is my personal experience as well. I was not progressing anything on Krishna conscious because nobody taught me about Srila Prabhupada. Many days I was going, I would see sometimes why people are just giving so much importance to Srila Prabhupada. Everything they come first pay obeisances. Then why Radhakrishna deity is there? Nobody's even like that. I didn't know because I've not interacted with many devotees when initial days of Krishna consciousness. It was very, very slow progress. But as soon as I glimpse of few pages of his autobiography, I've not read completely. Few pages, few chapters of autobiography, I came to know my perception towards Krishna consciousness, my perception, my progress towards Krishna, everything is completely changed. If somebody is thinking that, oh, my family is not progressing, I'm not able to preach, not many, my relatives are not becoming Krishna conscious, just give them the Leela the understanding, the effort and sincerity of what Srila Prabhupada has done, that would life-changing game. Any devotee who are mentoring, after some time, after Bhagavad Gita, some few slokas, they should immediately start with Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrita parallelly, because that would change tremendously. If it is very practical and it is proven in my life that, I just reading Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrita, my life has completely changed. There are so many books I would have touched a little bit on Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, that's all fine. But unless I came to know this Acharya, my life did a tremendous change. Personally, I felt that. So that's why, this Sampradaya Acharya is saying, surrender to Prabhupada and give him prominent everywhere. You should not be shying away from anyone projecting Srila Prabhupada. Now let us see something from the Bhavishya Puran. This Puran talks about this Kali Yuga, this Sankirtan movement. Yes. In Bhavishya Puran, chapter 20, verse 71 and 73, it is mentioned, Lord Jagannath, the Supreme Lord Hari himself spoke. This is Lord himself speaking about the movement. Spoke these attractive words for the welfare of all. The Milechas, who are born from mixed countries, ruled by the descendants of Kashyapa, demons, and the Sudras will become Brahmanas by initiation. Tell me which Sampradaya makes a Sudra into Brahmanical initiation. They will wear shikas and Brahmana threads and will become well versed in the uncontaminated fruit of the Vedas, Srimad Bhagavatam. Which institution emphasize only on Bhagavatam? They just die for Bhagavatam. Only Prabhupada made it mandatory that every day we should do Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Every day without fail. Which institution gives that prominence? They will take everything. Oh, do a little bit of Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, do that little bit of that, little bit of this, little bit of that, little bit of this. Prabhupada was very clear. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, period. Right? This is only in ISKCON it happens. They will worship me by the yajna prescribed by the Lords of the Lord, the protector of Sachi Devi, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the only institution which gives prominence. After Mangalarti, we sit all together and chant our japa, making 16 rounds as a prominence, emphasize on the initiation, chanting 16 rounds. This is only Sampradaya where only Prabhupada ISKCON makes the prominent. So obviously we know that this Bhavishya Purana prediction is only fulfilled by Srila Prabhupada. So let us move on to further more evidences of who is Srila Prabhupada. So this is Vishnu Chitta. I think it's Priyal Varno, Prabhu. Vishnu Chitta is Priyal Varno. Yes. 46 years before, beginning of Kali Yuga. This is now we'll see one step before. Even the Alvar's time, what is happening. Alvars has given this prediction. This is in Nalayara Divya Prabandham 1.10. Vishnu Chitta is the, I think, Periyalvar, Andal's father, one of the 12 great Vaishnava saints who sang the glories of the Lord. He's predicted there will come a race which will treat the earth with raised hands and vertical tilaka on their foreheads. Who will chant the names of Hari? This will destroy the influence of Kali. This prediction was influenced, indeed fulfilled by only Srila Prabhupada. So who is raising our hands and dancing Kirtan tilaka in four hands? That's only Srila Prabhupada, Roman. And Prabhupada would encourage everybody to go out on Sankirtan encourage them. They just movement spread just by Sankirtan, nothing else. They go out every day sincerely and they just do Sankirtan. Just Prabhupada sitting on the tree doing a Sankirtan outside. He just followed what Mahaprabhu instructed. And the entire ISKCON world has manifested just because Kirtan, nothing else. Then Sripad Ramanujacharya himself predicted the pure devotion to Sri Hari, devoid of karma and jnana, will grow and grow like a banyan tree covering the whole world, teaching everyone who takes shelter. We know the nectar of devotion, the definition for pure bhakti. Anya Vilashata Shunyam, Jnana Karma Anavratam, Anukulena Krishnanu Silanam, Ye Bhakti Uttama. So Prabhupada exactly translated, and he just exactly made our programs, ISKCON programs, based on this Paribhasha Sutra of Nectar of Devotion, Anyabhilasha Sunyam, Jnana Karmadi Anavratam. That's only Prabhupada talks about, mashes about the Mayavadi philosophy and karma, jnana, other process of system heavily. That only Prabhupada does. In every pages, he would, most of the time, he would say either Krishna, he would talk about it, or he would beat Mayavadis. So one time Prabhupada was giving lecture, and all Mayavadis were sitting, and Prabhupada was supposed to give the next lecture. And it was the next number ISKCON is supposed to speak. It's a kind of a more of a meeting. All the sampradayas were meeting, and so many people are talking about Mayavadi. Prabhupada got annoyed and he just left just before ISKCON being called. And I don't know who was that time devotee, Shyam Sundar Prabhu or somebody, I don't know. Then he said, Prabhupada, where are you going? You are supposed to speak next. He said, I don't want to speak. Everybody's talking about Mayavadi. You speak. And he went, oh, Prabhupada, I don't know. He said, whatever you know, that's more than sufficient for to, you know more than these people. Then he said, Prabhupada left. And this devotee started speaking. And he said, everything is same. Is the stool on the street and the Rasagula is same? And these acharyas got offended. They all went to Prabhupada after the lecture. They said, no, your disciples are very arrogant. They're telling stool on the street and jamun is same. How can you give this kind of analogy and all and things like that? Then Prabhupada said, my American devotees are a little bit traffic, so that's okay. He sent them off. Then later he called the devotee. Tell me, what is that example you gave? He said, stool and jamun. Very nice, very nice. Then Prabhupada was really relishing this, his disciples speaking. So Prabhupada would defeat this Mayavadis and karma, jnana, shunyavadi. That's why Prabhupada, pranam mantra, we also say that. Janma, jnana, karmadi, anavratam. Jare deko, tare. In every village and town, Prabhupada said. Then Madhvacharya predicted. Now, after Ramanujacharya, let us see the Madhvacharya, what he predicted. The real knowledge of the difference between Jiva and Sri Hari and the service of Sri Hari will be spread all over the world very shortly. This is Anu Madhava Vijaya, last chapter. This is Madhvacharya's books. Indeed, this transcendental knowledge was spread all over the world by none other than Srila Prabhupada in Madhvacharya Parampara. So, Jiva and the Sri Hari, Jivere Surupavai, Krishna and Nityadas, this Prabhupada has spread world and everywhere. So this is the prediction of Ramanacharya, Madhvacharya from Periyalvar. Now, this also another one from Nammalvar. This time this is Nammalvar. Nammalvar is considered as the greatest of all the acharyas, and the Alvars is none other than Krishna himself. So he also says in Thiruvaimoli 5.2.1, victory, victory, victory. What is that? Behold, something wonderful. All the inauspicious of the living entity is destroyed. No one is going to hell. So there's no one is going to hell. Yamaraja has no more any work. Laid off. Yamarajaraja job was laid off. And the effect of this Kali Yuga ceased to exist. This is because all over the world, an increasing number of Lord Vishnu's devotees singing his names while dancing and playing musical instrument. Now tell me which sampradaya goes on, does the kirtan, conducts the kirtan mela, performs. So because just even by saying one time Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, thousands of millions of our birth, our accumulated sins just vanishes away. We don't know the value of the holy name. We don't know what Prabhupada has done. It just we can't comprehend the. We know, yeah, we are taking Krishna conscious. We are, out of Maya and we are peaceful. But other than that, the easy accessibility of what Prabhupada established, we don't know the, what do you say, the value of how Prabhupada struggled to establish this, and so many acharyas behind this to give this to us. We just I take it for granted at least. But we can't really understand how much Prabhupada has done for this movement, and so easily we practicing Krishna consciousness. Then there is another prediction. The Bhakti Devi herself speaking in Bhatma Purana, this in Uttarakhanda 194.57. Leaving this place, I will go abroad. And Bhakti is never something which is spoken before Prabhupada. Only in India, Bhakti. Nobody, other philosophy, they never talked about Bhakti. And that's then it is predicted that Bhatma Purana, the Bhakti Devi herself says that I will go abroad. So only Bhakta can carry a Bhakti. So the Bhakta carried this Bhakti to abroad. That's only Srila Prabhupada. No one else can take Bhakti. No one else can give Bhakti. So, and also there is a conversation between Bhagirathi and Krishna, Ganga Devi. She says, I don't want to stay here. I want to come back. When you leave, I want to leave. It's very hellish place, and people will dump all my sins there. What should I do? I want to come with you. Then the Krishna says, repeated, gives assurance that you have to stay for some more time. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, sinful people will come to you and upon bathing will give you their sins. You must remain like this in the earth for 5,000 years of age of Kali. O Ganga, then there will be many devotees worshipping me by mantra and merely by, not able to see, 1 second.
By their touch, glance, and
I think all those things will be immediately burnt. So this is pure Vaishnavas like Srila Prabhupada coming and purifying the Ganges. So Krishna is telling, my devotees will come and purify you, my God. Look at this. So that's why Ganga Devi is staying here for another 5,000 years. After that, we will not be able to see. Now let us see from our Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal, what are the references been given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Acharyas. Then we will see. Prithvi Prayanta Yata Ache Desha Grama Sarvatra Sanchara Haibe Mora Nama. So in every town and village of the world, the chanting of my name will be heard. This is Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antelila 4.126. Then now let us see from Chaitanya Mangal Lochan Das Thakur. Ebe Nama Sankirtana Tikshana Kadgalana Antara Ashura Jivera Peliba Katya Yadi Papi Chadi Dharma Dura Desha Yaya Mora Senadipati Bhakta Aibe Tataya. This Mahaprabhu speaking in Chaitanya Mangal. Taking the sharp sword of the congregational chanting of the holy name, I will root out that destroy the demonic mentality of the hearts of the conditioned soul. This you can say this happens only in India. Now he explains. In some sinful people escape and giving up the religious principle go to far off countries. Even we see that a lot of China, Russia, many other countries, devotees are becoming devotees. Then my commander-in-chief, Chanadipati Bhakta, will appear to chase them and distribute Krishna consciousness. He would chase every country. Like last time also, I quickly showed you that how Prabhupada has traveled to so many places in the world. You might remember that globe map where Prabhupada was traveling so many places, and you found so many continents and covering and preaching that. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, again it was predicted, Prithvi Acheyadi Nagaradi Grama Sarvatra Prachara Hoibe Mora Nama. It's predicted that every village and town, this will be fulfilled. Some of Srila Prabhupada disciples or his god brothers, they thought only every town and village in India. But Prabhupada firmly said, no, this is every town and village, means in the world. Then his friend asked, who will do that? He said, some foolish will do that. And Prabhupada was so humble that he knew that, this is what is came here for the purpose to accomplish this. This is during Prabhupada Grasta time only. Prabhupada knew that some fool will fulfill this order. But Prabhupada did not reveal. But it's amazing. Prabhupada knew exactly what he was doing. Then now the glorification of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, his predictions. Wonderful predictions he made. And pure Vaishnavas like Bhaktivinoda Thakur written Sajjana Toshni, in that it is there. So one is that who would come to the West and preach the message of Lord Gauranga and fulfill the prediction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The following is a translation from Journal Vaishnava Toshni. Sriman Mahaprabhu did not descend with his associate to deliver certain number of human beings the land of India, but rather his purpose was to deliver and uplift all living beings in all countries of the world by preaching the eternal religion of all the souls. There are many kinds of religion in the world, and among all of them, highest development of religion is the congregational chanting of Supreme Lord's divine name. Of this, there is no doubt. When will that day come when all the great fortune souls countries such as England, France, Russia, and America will take up banners, kettle drums, mridangas, kartals, and thus cause the ecstatic waves of Harinama Kirtan and sing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu holy name to rise the street up in their own towns and cities? Oh, when will that day come when pure and transcendental Krishna Prema will be the only religion of all souls, and all tiny sectarian religions will met with unlimited and universal religion of devotion service to Krishna as rivers merge into the great ocean? When will that day come? So he's predicted that one day there will be a flood of congregational service will happen. All the religion will merge with this chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. So then he predicted three prediction. In summary, he predicted three. First prediction is a personality will soon appear, and he will travel all over the world to spread the teaching of Lord Chaitanya. The second prediction is very soon the chanting of Harinama Sankirtan will be spread all over the world. People from America, England, France, Germany, Russia will take up kartal and mridangas and chant Hare Krishna in their towns. This all happened. The third prediction, when will the day come when their fair-skinned foreigners will come to Sridham Mayapur and join with the Bengali Vaishnavas to chant Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana? It is happening. You have to go and do the parikrama of Navdeep parikrama. I've seen this, practically experiencing this. They would divide into many groups, Bengali group, Hindi group, Russian group, and things like that. So they go on different day. The last day, they all meet in the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace, and they have a tremendous kirtan, and all the Bengali Vaishnavas mix with the foreigners, and they would do wonderful kirtan. It was such a wonderful scene to see. Multiple times I've experienced this, and amazing. So that prediction has also come true already. Srila Prabhupada said it is spiritually significant. Himself appeared in 1896. The same year, Bhaktivinoda Thakur sent his book to overseas. In 1896, Bhaktivinoda Thakur sent about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to different universities. So Prabhupada is born in the same year. So this is indication that he is the one who is going to spread this. The will of Lord Chaitanya, the desire of Thakur Bhaktivinoda, and the mercy of Srila Saraswati Thakura empowered Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada to preach and prediction. There are a few more which Bhakti Charaswami Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Charaswami Maharaj gives. So a couple of them I would read, and it's 8.4, probably 8.5 I'll complete, and we'll have open for more discussion or sharing. He has the prominent Acharya for the next 10,000 years. This is a golden period. We are all having very fortunate when we can see the Srila Prabhupada disciple immediately. We can, some of us wouldn't have not seen Srila Prabhupada, most of us in fact, but at least we can see, have association, how fortunate we are to have the association of Srila Prabhupada disciples and get initiated from them. My God, we are so fortunate. This just golden period is started. From the definition of Shakti Vaishya Avatar, divinely empowered personality, we see that Srila Prabhupada was such a person. So Maharaj says that his position is Shakti Vaishya Avatar. But what Shakti Vaishya Avatar? Because there are many Shakti Vaishya avatars. Prithu Maharaj is Palana Shakti Vaishya Avatar. Narada Rishi is the Bhakti Shakti Avatar. But Srila Prabhupada, I don't know. So he also traveled throughout India and preached strongly against the Mayavadi impersonal philosophy. He established Vaishnava philosophy in many places. And Mahaprabhu personally came to South India, Srirangam, Udupi, so many places. And still we can feel his presence. All the previous acharyas stayed in India. Their literature and temples were confined to Indian subcontinent. Only Prabhupada is acharya, first acharya. He traveled out and made this successful. There could be somebody, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would have sent one or two people, but most of them came back saying that it's very difficult. But only Srila Prabhupada is the acharya who established so many temples outside India. And in spot span of 11 years, Srila Prabhupada accomplished what no one else their entire history of India had accomplished. So he's written 147 volumes of book, 10,000 disciples, 108 temples, just by 2 phone calls and letters, 14 times traveling around the globe, traveling from capital of devotion, Radha Damodar temple, to the capital of what is that? Degradation. When Srila Prabhupada. So this is his contribution and glories of Srila Prabhupada. We are so fortunate to have such a pure Vaishnava. And he has traveled this map I've showed you last time, how he traveled so many places. Every continent is covered. Where is not covered? Antarctica probably. There's no human being or something. Otherwise, Prabhupada would have gone. And all the places he covered almost many a times he established everything. So that's the greatness of Srila Prabhupada. With that, I would stop here for to comment, or if devotees want to share their realization on Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much. I was thinking I could not able to spend a lot of time in glorifying Srila Prabhupada on Disappearance Day. Thank you, Prabhu, for giving us opportunity for me today to glorify for 45 minutes. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Prabhuji. It was a very nice way of recollecting Prabhupada, who is Srila Prabhupada, and what is his position, and how Prabhupada is related to Krishna. I think you have given a very nice summary. It's a glimpse, as you said, and also you mentioned a very important point. Though we may keep hearing about Prabhupada here and there, though we may understand a little bit here and there, unless we reach the age of 70, it's very, very difficult to realize the magnanimity or the effort that Prabhupada has put in such an old age. I'm also heading towards that old age. Yeah, Prabhuji, thank you. Devotees, you may please unmute your mic and share your comments, please. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for the wonderful compilation. I think it really got us even from other sampradayas and all the earlier predictions how actually Prabhupada, that how Prabhupada is going to come later to do that, and it's really very big fortune. I would say the most, we're all very, very fortunate in some way or other to get so closely connected, to have to just have Prabhupada as our spiritual grandfather and our Shiksha Guru. So thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you.
This also gives us the responsibility for us to pass on the baton to the upcoming devotees. So we got it from Srila Prabhupada, gave it to his disciple. His disciple gave so much for us, and it is our turn to take it up more and the coming generation. So it's our responsibility as well.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna,
Mataji.
Prabhu, you should have added about the Nostradamus also.
Oh,
Prediction.
okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, because I don't know. I just purely went by the Acharya as well as Bhakti Charaswami Maharaj details. I don't know about this person. I know he's a famous predictor, but yeah, I didn't go. I took only the Vaishnava Acharyas
That
for
was
coming in the
predicted
parampara for us to
in that book.
understand Ramanacharya and things like that. Yes, very good point. I'll check that quote.
And I wish we were born at his time. It's not possible, but it's just a thing. The way he'll help, he will guide people. It is amazing. Thank you for the wonderful sharing, because we don't have access to so many books, but you have been taking a lot of efforts and telling us. Thank you so much. Dandavat Pranam.
Wonderful. Thank you, Saraswati Mataji. Thank you, Uttara Mataji. Thank you so much. So if there are nothing, then we can stop here.
Yes, Prabhuji, I think somebody is raising the hands. Read me note. Yes, Prabhuji, you can unmute your mic and speak, Prabhuji. Prabhuji or Mataji, I'm not sure. Redmi Note.
Jai Mai Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
I think a devotee with the name as Redmi Note.
That is Balaji Govinda Das Prabhu.
Okay, okay. Please go ahead and share your comments, Prabhuji. Balaji Govinda Prabhu.
Thank you, Sudarshan Prabhu.
We can't hear you, Balaji Govinda Prabhu.
So one thing, as Narayana Prabhu said, we can all try to see whom we can give this Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita. And definitely, it is definitely, it will work. If something other works or not, I don't know, but Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita works. If you are thinking about some dear ones to bring into Krishna conscious, ask them just a biography. They any allowed to read a lot of autobiography. Ask them to read Srila Prabhupada autobiography. And definitely, I'm sure they'll all become devotees.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for the wonderful presentation and glorifying Srila Prabhupada. So we will end today's class with the Vaishnava Pranam. Vancha kalpataru yasya kripa sindhu jaye vacham. Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Koti Vaishnavanda ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari.
Hare
Hare Krishna devotees, I'll be ending the Zoom session.